Hello, Patty Crossett here, the country wife from Vermont, now in South Carolina. It's been a good week here. I hope you had a good week too. I hope all things have worked well and that you're making progress on all the things you want to make progress on. I've had a change of thought about how we're going to bring things up on this channel, and we're going to start them today. So I've decided that what I'm going to do is I will show you new cast-ons or new started projects and finished objects. And the works in progress, I won't show you until I'll show you the new cast-on when I start them, and then when I finish them and they're finished objects. And that will make me feel good because I want to finish things up and not do that. So before we get into the handwork, which is really the main thrust of this channel, I have to say it's been a rugged week sleep-wise. I don't know if you have trouble sleeping, but I had to cancel my activities on Tuesday because I was awake all night Monday night. And then Tuesday night I was up for hours and hours, but I did get a couple of hours of sleep. And I don't know what causes it, but I don't like it so much. I'm feeling okay today. Last night I slept all night, which was nice. In terms of organizing things, I still can't bring myself to show you, but last night I was thinking about how can I make things better in the kitchen, because we have nice kitchen counters and an island, and they're all completely full, which is a very bad way to live. And I thought, okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Well, I've got to change that. A week or two ago, I emptied one of my big containers that had yarn in it, which is nice because I finished the yarn projects, or at least I used up the yarn. Or maybe I didn't use it up, but I moved it elsewhere, so I had a big empty bin, and I thought, I'll just take everything that is on the shelves, on the cupboard, on the counters in the kitchen, and I'll put it in that big container, and then I'll have nice, clean, nice empty shelving, counters. Why do I keep saying shelves? I'll have the empty counters, and I can scrub them up, and they can be shiny and clean, and it will be so wonderful. So I filled the box. It's almost full to the top, but you know what? The counters are not all empty yet. So I need to find a home for some of that other stuff. I just had friends here, and I had some wonderful ginger beer that was too strong for me. I love ginger beer. I don't get it very often. I'm not an alcoholic drinker, but I do like ginger beer. And of course, that's not alcoholic. But this particular brand was a little too much for me, so I gave it away. And now I've got to find people to give away other stuff to, or bring myself to be able to otherwise dispose of them. But anyway, we're starting working in the kitchen because I can't take it the way it is anymore. It is too demoralizing. So, organizing, I don't know about you, but I do not always take care of my clean, dry clothes immediately. My kind husband frequently moves the clothes along from the washer into the dryer, and then he moves them from the dryer into our bedroom. And, he doesn't say he expects me to take care of them, but he does, and I expect me to take care of them too, and I don't always. So I've been doing that in the last week or two, and it makes me happy to have that big old chair that sometimes gets, 3 loads of clothes in it. And so I've been taking care of him, and it makes me happy. Okay, so now we'll go on to the handwork. And before I do that, I should have brought it downstairs, but a tool that we acquired this week was an 8 by 12 carpenter's square. It was perfect for what I needed. One of my finished objects, I started it this week and I finished it this week, is this wonderful felted basket. And I used the square to find out the size so I could write down the size of it. I'm going to put the information on my Ravelry page for this felted box 2 basket. And so if you want to go to Ravelry, I'll put it in the notes so you can see how I made this. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's felted. It was lots bigger, and now it's done. I like it. Another finished object this week was, I told you about that I was knitting some socks, doing a test knit. And here are the socks. I've worn them every day since I finished them on Monday. And I mean, they're wool socks. They're fabulous. They're comfortable. I love these socks. And they're called Hodie's Sweet Vanilla Socks. The designer is Sherry Jensen Bradshaw. And I will tell you that when she releases this pattern, you are definitely going to want, if you like to make socks, you are going to want these. These are toe-up socks. And I did them 2 socks at once. And I used a US 0 because these are Croy sock yarn, Peyton's Croy sock yarn. And so that's to make them fit my feet, I needed the very fine needle, and I did. I'm thrilled with them. So that's another finished project this week. So I only had these 2 projects that are finished objects for the week, but I had a cast on. I did another one. I'm making another. If you look at this, this is the beginning of another emotional support chicken. I love them. I'm using up all of this wool yarn that I've got, so none of these chickens are going to be alike. I have a few more that I want to make, and it's on its way. I started it this week on Monday, and I've gotten this far. So that's another one. And I also decided, so I'm making a mitered square, knitting a mitered square blanket. I'm crocheting a corner to corner blanket, which I love. And I decided I wanted to go back to crocheting a granny square blanket because I love the one that I made for my friend for her 50th birthday. And this one I can crochet a granny square every day, and once I have a whole bunch of them, I can put them together. And this one I think I'm going to make. I'm using the magic ring to start, and I think I will go out for 4 rounds. The ones I made for my friend were only 3 rounds, and I did them all the same color. I mean, the granny square was all in the same color, even though there were lots of different colors, because I'm using up yarn. I'm going to do it. I am doing it. So this is the beginning. I actually started this morning. I had to remind myself on how I did it, and so there's that. And one other thing I forgot, I do have another finished object. I've spoken about the Tour de Fleece, and last Saturday, so my Colombian spinner friends are having an event every Saturday in July for Tour de Fleece. And this past Saturday, our first lesson was we learned how to make self-striping yarn. And here is my finished self-striping yarn. Now, if you're a spinner, you are looking at this and you are probably gagging, but because it is very poor yarn. But it is done. It is done, it makes me happy to spin the yarn. These little pigtails, I've got a few little pigtails here and there. Not so fun, but that's the way it goes. And I have a project that I'm going to make with this, and it is going to be, I'm going to be very happy with it, and the person that's going to get it is going to be happy with it. So anyway, so here we go. There's 175 yards of yarn in this, and I'm just plain thrilled. So, that's all the handwork that I have completed. I have been working on the woven placemats this morning while my friends were here to do our handwork group. I was able to get one placemat woven, so now two of 6 are done. And I really need to sit down and work on that because I'd like to get those done. The person who's supposed to receive the placemats was married last month, so I need to hurry on that. I have some ideas for the future. A friend gave me some more, what do you call them? Avocado pits. And I'm gonna try a new solar dyeing thing. I'm gonna chop up the avocado pits this time, and I'm gonna be sure to, I can't remember if I pre-mordanted the wool the last time, but this time I'm definitely going to pre-mordant the wool, and then I'm going to have one that I'm not going to pre-mordant, but I'm going to put the alum in the water and see if that makes a difference, because I've heard that might make a difference. Also, I'm going to put some washing soda in the water because that might make it pinker, which is what I'd like. I got a brown the last time, or a beige, because I brought the pits to a boil when I was doing it on the stove, and out in the sun, it did get color. I showed it to you, but it wasn't a lot. But I want to do more this time. Okay, so, and also there are other plants around here that I'm going to pull up some more of these miserable brambles that are prickers, and I'm going to pull off some leaves, and I'm going to do some brambles. And we've got a live oak, and I'm going to see if live oak leaves will do anything for me. And all of this is going to be solar dyeing, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to go. Also, let me see. Oh, one other thing. Well, I have some plans on something else I want to knit, but since I'm not going to be able to start it anytime soon, I think I will wait to show it to you or tell you about it until I am done. Until I am started. So, because I do want to keep it kind of secret. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. It's pretty fast. I was hoping to make this a short video today, and we'll see if it worked. So, I hope you have had a good week. I love your subscriptions. I love any comments you make. I love your thumbs up. It makes me happy. And for the people who write to me or text me, I like it. It's very kind of you to do that, and it makes me happy. I hope this channel will feel fun to listen to. It's just another woman talking about the things that she does to make her happy, and I found that I watch a lot of YouTube videos from other women and some men actually that talk about things that they are making, and since I love to make stuff, I love them, and I hope that you will too, that this will be something that you would like. I expect that I'm going to be making a little tutorial in the next week that I will add on to next week's video. So that's it for today. I hope all goes well with your new week, and that you share things that have happened this week. And I will say, as I say again, do good, be good. Let's do it together now. Thank you and have a great week. Bye now.